Law enforcement under the microscope. Often videos caught on cell phones raise issues of bias and make us question actions that would land the average person in jail. As WINK News safety and security specialist Rich Kolko shows you, Collier deputies just went through training to help identify how bias could affect them on a day-to-day basis.
A man standing on a street corner with a golf club.
Set it down, please.
A group of kids having fun on a summer day at a pool party.
Get on the ground.
Neither seems questionable, but look how quickly each scene escalates. Experts say this happens when officers have an implicit bias against certain people, and that's where training comes in. The Collier County Sheriff invited me along to a session which includes those videos designed to help deputies identify bias.
So what we try to generate in this class is to establish that safety net where other people, our colleagues, can criticize us and let us know when implicit bias is taking over.
Set your golf club down.
They learn that man's golf club doubles as his cane and is not a threat.
Set it down.
The man spent a day in jail, needlessly.
Come over here. Come over here. Yeah.
An 18-year officer lost her job.
Put your hands on the car.
The pool party seen in McKinney, Texas, started with a call to police for trespassing. One officer pulled his gun on the teens. 9 more patrol cars followed, and the situation quickly got out of hand, panicking partygoers and costing a 10-year officer his job. This is implicit bias, making judgments about people, and we don't even know we're doing it. Brett Hood, a retired FBI agent, travels around the country instructing people about this bias.
With police officers, that initial stereotype can lead us to believe that someone is a criminal based on the way they look, based on the way they move, based on the way they act.
And that's why Sheriff Kevin Rambosk recently put all of his sworn personnel, about 700 people, through this special training.
If we can recognize that more readily and set it aside, we'll have much better potential to have positive outcomes.
It wasn't necessarily the major facts.
While the sheriff says they haven't had any complaints in Collier, Hood's class helped make everyone aware the bias exists and can affect response, as it did at the pool party in Texas.
Now you're sitting here paying for it.
He only sees the threat as young African-American males. He puts them all down on the ground while letting white females, white males, and black females wander around freely.
Mark Baker, a retired Collier deputy and now training manager, recognizes the importance of this training.
This person looks different, or this person acts different, but what is it that you glean in that first few minutes of contact that may say, hey, everything's going to be all right?
At the end of the training, the sheriff knows his people understand the dangers of implicit bias and that they will take it to the streets of Collier to protect the community.
But if we do set it aside and try and listen and understand, we'll make much better decisions.
All law enforcement goes through some form of bias training. If you want to find out if you've got any bias, you can go to the Harvard website, and they've got Project Implicit, and you can take some of these tests yourself. They're anonymous to find out if you've got some bias. I'll add a link to that and some other links to the WINK News app. Rich Kolko, WINK News Now.